the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Sooners and the Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Coach Venables told me before the game, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might...
The Sooners kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Panthers offense will get the football first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Looking for a gap. It's Ramsey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Panthers have this offense rolling. Trying to move them on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Snap in the shotgun. Caught. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Sooners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn up the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. Fought his way through a lot of competition in camp and ended up winning the running back job for the opener. Looking downfield, it's Bradford. Right side, it's Gresham. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Got room at the 35. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Cuts it upfield. It's Peterson. Dragged down. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. third and long. Try to convert through the air. Got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide right, it's Gresham. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are trending to score.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Bradford. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's exactly how you draw up your opening drive. You want to get your quarterback comfortable, get him on script, in rhythm, and he was. 4 for 4 on that drive, finishing off with a touchdown pass in the end zone. He comes out absolutely on fire.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
Number 43, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Klein. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Gonna run it. It's Lamb. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Trying to establish the run. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Comes down, it's Sharp.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Panthers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Looking for a man. It's Bradford. Got it.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Shepard. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? To the air, it's Bradford. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Selling the fake. He's got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Gonna run it. It's Lamb. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Panthers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, it's Murray. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Pulled to the ground. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bradford. Caught. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pack's got it on the screen. Looked as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Sells the run, looking to pass. That's caught. It's Sharp. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He's past the sticks. Great move. Now he's got room. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play, breaking off a long run, doing it early in the the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Panthers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Peterson. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Bradford. Extending the play. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The give on the counter. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vaughn.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
Sells to fake. That's reeled in. It's Vaughn. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They just keep firing. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. The Panthers will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Moving the pocket, it's Bradford. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it for a big play. It's a seam wide open. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooners.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Carter. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Panthers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. He's past the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for space, it's Murray. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Left side is Lamb. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Fresh setter down's going to the air. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Second down to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Murray. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires it down the seam. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right side, it's McCoy. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Second and long here. wants to keep it in the air. In the backfield, it's Lamb. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. On the move, it's Lamb. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He slings it deep to the left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Still looking. Got the 1st down himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's sharp. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
The Panthers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Lamb. Powers through the defender. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peterson. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Bradford. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Gresham. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Hits the hole, it's Murray. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick give. It's Peterson. Breaks the tackle. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Long way to go on second down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And it'll come out to the 25. Nope. First down here. What has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Looking for room. It's Lamb. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Wants to go up top on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Motion from the wideout. On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Bradford. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Right side, it's Murray. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Hauls it in. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Murray. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Second down, going to throw it. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Got it back on 2nd and goal. They were all over it. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They're now up by a touchdown at 20-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Off play action on 1st down. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll give it on the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Panthers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. All the way back to the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Drops back. It's Bradford. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Snowed under by the defense. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Peterson. He's past the marker. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Out wide right, it's Gresham. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Wants to throw on 1st. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Lets it develop. It's Murray. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Back to pass on second down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The give as they work on that clock. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to pound it in. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to the single back. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lamb. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they fail to hook up on third down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.